All right. Hello, everyone. I was riding motorcycles today, so I've got helmet hair for what little hair I have left. Usually I got a hat on, and that's why, but tired of wearing a hat. Just do a quick sound check here. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Make sure my audio is working okay before we get going. Can you hear me okay, Aaron? Testing. There we've got a thumbs up. Okay, we've got Henry Does It in here, who was our superstar last night. Aaron, I thought you might get some early bird points, but you might be at a disadvantage. I had a session earlier today, and we had another promising player, the Wilson on Wheels. So if they happen to come tonight, it'll be interesting to see who wins out on that one. Okay, so let's go over a little instructions here for anybody that's new to the game. So Mad Gab is the game. If you've played it, you know what we're going to be doing. If you haven't played it, my timer went off. It's probably maybe a little easier to play in person, but we're having a lot of fun doing it online here. So the way it works is there's these little cards, and these cards have different clues on them or different phrases that really are kind of hard to figure out or don't make any sense if you just tried to read the sentence. And what we do is we hold the card up, and then we give you a few moments to sound it out and guess. It's best if you read it out loud. You'll want to read it out loud fast, maybe slow, maybe break some words up and try to get it. If it's a hard one and people aren't getting it right away, I will basically give some clues till you get the answer. This is the one I've been using as the instructional on each video we've done. And so we'll be doing this all month, and we're keeping a running total of the channels and their scores. So if you happen to get the puzzle and be first with the chat, and it's an exact match, you get 10 points. So at the end of the month, we will do a draw, or not a drawing, but the first three, the top 3 point getters will win $100 for first, $50 for second, and $25 for third. And you can see Henry Does It has guessed this one, so I don't have to give any clues. It's basically Life is Beautiful. So that's how the game goes, and we're going to go ahead and get started here a few minutes before 10 o'clock Eastern, and then we will we'll take a couple breaks for a couple of announcements. If you've got a headset and you want to talk about your channel, we'll take some breaks and bring some people on for 5 minutes or so to talk about their channel. We'll break it up, but most of the time will be trivia, and I'll probably stay on for around an hour. All right, so everybody's ready to get going. We are going to go with our first puzzle here. Let me get my scoreboard up. All right. So first puzzle. Run down the points so far. Good point. So in first place right now, we've got Henry Does It with 230 points. The Wilsons on Wheels is in second with 90 points. And then we have Christina Solomon in third with 30 points. New Horizons with 20 points. And Aaron, 10 points. J. Charles Outdoors has 10 points as well. So we've got 2 of you here tonight so far that are already on the board, and it looks like a couple of other members on here that have not announced themselves yet. So we'll just go ahead and get started. 2 minutes early. Early bird gets the worm. Here is our first clue. Not a clue, but it's a puzzle. You're a perfect 10, Aaron. This one's probably not going to need any clues, especially with Henry Does It in here. Well, look at that. She's on it. A Few Good Men. Extending her lead. All right. We'll do one more before the official start time. Short fries here. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you know how to play. If you do not know how to play, there's a couple of trailers and a couple of previous episodes. Or if you just stick around, you'll probably catch on. We're getting ready to do our next clue right now. This is an interesting one. Gotta sound the word out. See if you can figure out what this is trying to say. I'll give it about 15 seconds or so. And then if nobody gets it, I will give some clues. Okay, we've got the two first and second place here now. So the Wilson on Wheels. Missed the premiere, that's okay. You can catch up on it. I think it'll be just as funny if you watch it. Close. Henry does it. It's not quite right. Oh, Wilson's got it first. Metrosexual. Yes, they got it. All right, cool. All right, so there we go. Our first head-to-head from the two ringers, and Wilson's comes out on top. So we'll move right on to another puzzle here, since we got a few people coming in playing. Here's the next puzzle. I like this one. It's an interesting one. I hope I get to give clues for this one. It might be fun. I will not need to give them. And Henry does it. Silicone implants. I'm not going to make any jokes about that one. All right, while I'm doing the score here, just in case you missed it, we did have a premiere tonight with a new video. It's probably the funnest video I've done so far. It was on Uranus, Missouri, and there were a lot of good laughs along the way. If you get a chance to watch that video, that would be fantastic. All right, so and next, if you're cracking up just on here, wait until you watch the video. It was quite hilarious. Some of the slogans, some of the shirts and things they have, and then I tried to be funny and make jokes all day long. But the slogan of this Uranus, Missouri, which is a fake town, is it's called the Uranus Fudge Factory. That's one of the businesses there in this fake town, and it's called "Everyone Knows the Best Fudge Comes from Uranus." So quite tricky, great gimmick. And here we will go. Hello, William Dixon. We're just in the middle of playing the game. If you need instructions, there's a couple instruction videos out there. If you played Mad Gab before, you're going to know how to play. Or if you watch one or two games, you'll figure it out here. So here's the next one. It was tons of dad jokes, and I love dad jokes. See if anybody can get this one, and I'll give about 10 more seconds, and then I'll start giving a clue. I don't suspect I'll need to tonight with our two ringers in here. Come on, Aaron, you got to be the what do they call it? Cinderella, the spoiler. Not going to happen this time. Oh, Henry does it. Barely beats Wilson to the punch there. This is going to be fun. guess I can take my banner off. We're done with the sound check and we're off and running now. So get rid of that banner. All right, one more game. Used to play this game as a family and it was quite fun. And for those of you that don't know it, Henry Does It happens to be my oldest daughter, and she was a ringer. In person or even on here, she's pretty good at this game. So, and like Wilson's on Wheels said earlier, it's like a hidden talent. Look at that. Oh, that came through almost at the same time. Henry Does It on top on my screen once again. Wow. Very close. Hold on here. I got to check my phone. My wife's flying in from Colorado. She just landed, so I got to let her know, drive safely on her way home. So she just came back from our daughter's place out. Did Wilson show up? Actually, on my screen, it shows up. Henry Does It shows up first on my screen, so I've got to go with that. Let me double check that. Was it do not talk to strangers or don't talk to strangers? Actually, you're right. Let me correct the score. It's do not talk to strangers. So Wilson's does get it. Thanks for the catch there. 100 points for music trivia. Aaron, you know what? I love music trivia so much. I'm going to throw in this month 2 or 3 music trivias, I think, because that sounds like a great idea. Maybe we can get Will the Rocker back on here. All right. Points corrected. And again, if you have a headset, we might take some breaks and have you have some people come on and tell us about their channels. So if you do want to do that, just give me like 3 thumbs up, and I'll know that means you want to come online. And I'll send you a link, and you can come online, and we'll chat a little bit about your channel and break it up here from doing the contest. All right, next up. All right, this one should be fun. You sounding them out, Aaron? You getting any close? You haven't even made any guesses yet. This has nothing to do with music. Earlier today, we had a few of them that had to do with music. How are we doing, guys? Gonna need any clues here? It'll be a first for tonight. Waiting for the chat to refresh here. Big man on campus. That is correct. Okay, update score. All right, right into the next game. Now this could have something to do with music, Aaron. I think there was a band named this back in the 80s. Probably gave a hint when I didn't need to, but trying to help Aaron out. Help a brother out. He's been supporting us from the beginning. That is indeed correct. Flock of seagulls. Once again, it's a close one. It's a close one. But Henry does it, comes out on top. Okay, we'll do one more card, and then I'm going to highlight a couple of things. Again, if you want to come on and talk about your channel, give me 3 thumbs up, and we'll bring you in. We'll have a little 5-minute interview. You can talk to us about your channel. Tell us what you're about, how long you've been on YouTube, those types of things. Any guesses here? Waiting for the guesses to run through here, and there we go. Henry does it again. Don't be afraid of the dark. All right, so those of you that are just joining, you can check out instructions or follow along. We're going to take a little bit of break here, and I'm going to share my screen here in just a second once I figure out how. And I wanted to show our website. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things here. We're very focused on charities, and you can find our charities on our website, some of the ones that are important to us. We have, for some reason, my website page isn't refreshing some of the pictures here, but we will take care of that. So disregard any of the pictures aren't showing. Donor to Donor, it's a nonprofit that focuses on sharing your spare or basically donating your kidney. There's another nonprofit called Share Your Spare. They're a great one as well. This one's important because Donor to Donor helps if you know someone that needs a kidney and say you want to try to help that person by donating your kidney, but you're not a match after you go through the testing. You can reach out to Donor and find out if you are a match for anybody that they have. And if so, what they do is they match you up and they swap. So basically you give up your kidney. It doesn't necessarily go to your relative or friend, but someone else is giving up their kidney that's going to your relative to friend. So it's a really good organization that helps save lives. And if you're not aware, you haven't watched our videos, my wife actually gave up one of her kidneys to her cousin and saved her life. It was really a wonderful thing. She did that right before we started on the road with our videos here. So that's a great organization. We also have Forever Friends Great Dane Rescue. If you have a love of dogs, or if you have an interest in being a Great Dane owner, they cover about 5 states in the Midwest, but Forever Friends Great Dane Rescue is a fantastic organization. And actually, while we're there, another thing I wanted to talk about tonight was our podcasts. So in our podcasts, we've got about 6 of them up right now, and one of them was with Forever Friends Great Dane Rescue. So any support you can give to them or us is greatly appreciated. So let me come back to StreamYard and stop sharing here. Okay. We can go ahead and resume on the game with another puzzle. Jump right in, Short Fry. I know it's going to be tough. We've got 2 really good players in here. But as I mentioned, we're going to be doing this at spontaneous times throughout the month. We'll do some in the mornings, some in the evenings. We'll probably post them anywhere between an hour and a day before we do it. So just make sure you hit subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified anytime we're live with the Mad Gab series, or We may throw in a couple other trivias just to make it interesting. This one might be difficult. I might have to give some clues. Well, look at that. She got it anyway. The great wrestler, Andre the Giant. All right, up next, another puzzle. We'll do a few more puzzles, and then I'm going to talk about some of my favorite channels. Why are you crying? Why did you put her crying? You're getting them right. You can't be crying. Henry does it. Are you crying because? Why? Why are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in Mad Gab. Run to the core is correct. Wilson on wheels. You still there? Didn't fall asleep on us, did you? Andre the Giant, you love him? I had no idea that you liked Andre the Giant. He was in the movie, right? Yeah, I guess maybe that's where you saw him from, right? He was in one or two movies, maybe. All right, next puzzle. Again, keep playing. There's prizes for first, second, or third, and it's going to be a long month. Yep, I remember when he did pass away. I remember. Oh, he was in Princess Bride. Minority Report. Another one for Henry Does It. All right. Where are we at on time here? 16 minutes. Get another 5 minutes, and then we'll focus on some channels. Or again, if anybody wants to come on and talk about their channel, we'll bring you right on. Make sure you have a headset for your computer or phone, and I'll send you a link. You can join right in. It's rigged. It's yeah, not rigged. I might have to block her. Well, that's pretty funny. Oops, you did it again. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. She is friends with Tom Brady, so, you know, could be rigged. Oops, to pops. Cracked me up, and then it changed it ops. All right, here we go. One more puzzle. Up for grabs here. Waiting for the answer to come in. Do I need to give any clues here? Let's take a look. The first lady, Henry Does It, is just barely ahead of Wilson there. It looks like, yep. Did you take a nap, Wilson? 2 more puzzles, and then we're going to talk about some channels that we like to support. This one could be interesting. It doesn't seem real easy. We'll see if anybody gets it. I know what I'm going to show everybody before I start talking about the channels. I've got to show everybody the new motorcycle I just bought. Holy cow. Yes, it's wipe up the spilled juice. How did you get that? Who says that? I mean, wipe up the spilled juice. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. No, I didn't get a blue one. I was joking around that I was going to get a blue one for the oh, they dyed their hair, not blue. Okay, yeah. So Blue Wave Odyssey had a celebration last night, and a lot of people dyed their hair blue. That was pretty cool. Aaron, I thought you were talking about my motorcycle. Maybe you were. I was going to get a blue motorcycle. I was joking with Bob at Blue Wave Odyssey that I should get a blue motorcycle with help them with their celebration. And he said no, but it got my mind going, and I decided to buy one. I got an orange one. Yeah, what color did you dye your hair? Jessica, my daughter there, Henry Does It, is actually, she does a lot of stuff. She does some cooking stuff, and she brings awareness to mental health issues on her channel. But she also does beauty stuff as well, so it's pretty cool. All right, here's the next puzzle before we take another quick break. Sound it out. That's the key. And let's see here. So I know the people that are commenting right now with Henry Does It. I know her name, Jessica. Aaron is easy because his name's right on the screen. Wilson's on Wheels. I don't remember if I was any lives and saw anybody give your first names, but if you can give your first names to us, that would be great. So I know who's playing. Looks like we have the master stumped. This is all new to me. No, I guess not. She got it. This is all new to me. What's the question mark for then? It was just like a wild guess. Is that what it was? You weren't confident? All right, so let's take a look at the motorcycle. Let me share my screen again. All right, it is orange. Same color as the Sportster that I had, but it's a 2019 Fat Boy. It's got the big engine on it. I didn't really want saddlebags, but the people that had it before had upgraded the pipes, and it's basically got stage 1 performance, so it's got upgraded breather as well, saddlebags, they're quick detach saddlebags. It's got a gel seat from the Breakout series of Harleys, which I really liked as well. And I've rode it like about 250 miles first 2 days I've had it, so I'm having a blast on it. So kind of proud of that. I wanted to share that. And here's the video that I was talking about before. If you guys get a chance to go watch it, I think you'll enjoy it. Tour of Uranus, what to do in Uranus, an hour in Uranus, all those kind of jokes about Uranus, Missouri, which is a pretty neat tourist trap just south of Rolla, Missouri on I-44. And so some of our favorite channels, I'll go ahead and take the time, I'll point out one of them, is Blue Wave Odyssey. So Blue Wave Odyssey is one of my favorite channels because it kind of inspired me to do lives. He was probably the second live I saw next to Camper Life. Camper Life is really a cool channel as well. And you see, actually, they did a meetup there, Blue Wave Odyssey and Camper Life. They became buddies on YouTube some 6 to 8 months ago. And I started attending their lives and started doing lives because of Bob at Blue Wave Odyssey. And Bob has been very helpful, not only to me, to countless channels by, basically taking time to help them set up their StreamYard, tell them things, tips and tricks on YouTube. And he just takes time out to help people. So if you get a chance to go check out Blue Wave Odyssey, it's a lot of fun, especially their lives. You can see they're live streaming every Saturday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And really his focus is just getting people together. And he does a bunch of cool things. I don't know that he's done trivia. He will do a question sometime for prizes. But one thing that he does that's really enjoyable is he has people send pictures from when they were younger. And then everybody kind of guesses who those pictures are. And so that's a lot of fun. All right, we'll come back to the game now. Okay. Here we go. This one doesn't look too hard. Aaron, have you guys been down to the fudge factory? It's probably not, what, about an hour from you, hour and a half? Maybe a little longer than that. Research and development, that is correct. Let me update the points here. Another game coming up. If you have any questions, topics, feedback, you can put them in the chat, or even email us if you have any suggestions or questions. You can email us at contactus@pawseffect.com. PAWZEFFECT.com. All right, so here we go. We'll play games until about 40 minutes in live, and then we will bring somebody into the chat if they want to talk about their channel, or I will go and talk about a couple other channels that we like a lot or that support us quite a bit. And there comes Blue Wave just now. We were just talking about you, Bob. I just promoted your channel at our last break in between the game. And there goes Henry Does It, getting the answer to this one. It's home theater system. Doesn't look anything like it, but if you spell it out real quick and say it out real quick, you can get it. Do probably 4 or 5 more puzzles, and then I'll see if I can bring anyone in to chat a bit about their mission and their channel. So here's another puzzle. Sound it out, say it out loud, say it fast, say it slow. Split words in halves. See if something sounds like something that's familiar. And if nobody gets it, we will, I'll start giving some clues. And I rarely have to give clues when Henry Does It is in the room. Ding, 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 once again. It's the Henry Does It show. Hi, Jan. Thanks for joining. We're playing Mad Gab. We're having a contest all month long. We're keeping points. If you type in the chat and you win one of our little puzzle cards, we get 10 points. We're adding up the points every time we do these lives. And at the end of the month, we'll give prizes for first, second, and third. There's a announcement video on our page, so you can check that out. We're just going to jump right into another puzzle. Good night, Short Fry. Thanks for joining. We'll be doing it again soon. Make sure you sound it out loud. Sometimes you can get them by just looking and reading it, but in most cases, you kind of want to hear it. This is one of those things that you don't want to hear. And there, does it again. Henry does it again. You need to change your channel name to Henry does it again. Open up. It's the police. All right, another puzzle. We'll jump right in. And again, if you got your headset ready, in about 3 minutes, I'm going to be bringing a guest on. If you're interested in coming in as a guest, just put 3 thumbs up and I'll send you the invite link. Again, say it out loud, say it fast. See if you can come up with it before our superstar here does. Again, Aaron, this one is music related possibly. There was a song called this. And there we have it. Elton John sang the song about Marilyn Monroe. Candle in the Wind is one of my favorite Elton John songs. All right, one more card, and then we'll take a little break, talk about some of our favorite channels, or interview somebody if they would like to come in. Yeah, have you seen the movie, the Elton John Rocket Man movie? I watched it on a plane about a month ago. Anybody getting this one? She stumped, it looks like. No, it's not a hybrid truck. Let me try to think of a hint here. Oh, I didn't need to give a hint. She got it anyway. A byproduct. You are correct. All right. So, again, if anybody wants to come in, give me a 3 thumbs up, and I'll bring you in to talk about your channel. Otherwise, let's go. I'm going to share my screen again and talk about a couple other channels that we like quite a bit. Endless RVing. Endless RVing is the only channel besides our own that we have actually met in person that isn't somebody that we already knew before we got on YouTube. And basically, we just met them briefly by chance as we were walking through the Tampa RV show. So many of you that follow us might know I still work full time and my schedule is kind of erratic and we're kind of all over the place. So we haven't got to go to any of the meetups quite yet, but we're hoping to improve that throughout this year and meet some of the other channels that we interact with online. I know Aaron is actually in Potosi, which isn't too far from our home in St. Louis, but we are not going to be home until actually after he leaves that area, or else we might be able to meet up. But Endless RVing is just a really cool channel. Izzy and MJ and their son are basically the stars of the channel, mostly Izzy and MJ, and they do a lot of really heavily RV focused stuff, and they really do um, high quality content, and they put out a lot of content. So we caught them early on, and we've been watching them quite a bit, and I attend their live sessions as well. They're just fun people to watch, and they have a lot of great information. You can see here that they release videos on Tuesday and Saturday, and they live stream every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. So check them out when you get a chance. And then another one, and this is Aaron. He's actually on here, Three Tails RV. Uh, Aaron and I have been friends on YouTube for quite some time, and Aaron's probably been our best supporter. He's pretty much on every live session that we do, so we really appreciate Aaron. And he's been doing this for a while. He's got quite a few subscribers, and he also was very focused on RV tips and tricks. And they've got 3 dogs. I believe that's correct. That's where the Three Tails comes from. So we just really enjoy having Aaron here and giving him support just like he supported us. So thanks again, Aaron. We appreciate it very much. All right, back to the game now. And we'll play for about maybe 10, 15 more minutes, and then we'll wrap up for the evening so that I can get things in order before Chris gets home from the airport. So she's been gone 4 days. Looking forward to seeing her. She got a new Harley Softail Heritage Classic about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and then I got mine Friday. So we haven't got the ride together yet. So we're going to take a ride tomorrow for lunch. We are not going to be able to go to the Mayberry meetup because we're going to be, at this point, we're not going to be able to, because our plans right now are to be out in the Pacific Northwest in October. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do that, but we're hoping that another meetup, it gets scheduled in an area that we can make it to. So we'll just keep trying. All right, here's the next game. Yeah, the Heritage Classic is nice, Aaron. It's a soft tail just like the Fat Boy, but I really like the big fat back tire. That really sold me on the Fat Boy. And the big engine. We are heading to quite a few places. We'll do some Mount St. Helens stuff. We'll go to Tillamook Cheese Factory. We'll go to Seaside. My wife does all the kind of coordination out there. We'll visit quite a few relatives out in the area. I think our 3 daughters are probably going to go out with their families as well for a couple of weeks. We're taking 5 of the grandkids with us, and we'll be, the total trip will be 6 weeks in the summer. But then when we bring the grandkids back to St. Louis area or Colorado, St. Louis, and Murray, we're going to drop them all off. And then we're probably going to head right back out to the Pacific Northwest. So kind of 2 trips, believe it or not. And then we'll probably go down the coast through, like we planned to do last year, down into California, and then come back around Thanksgiving time. Did anybody get this one here? Looks like Henry does it. Isn't here anymore, maybe. Did I miss a good night? No, maybe she is. Yeah, I remember that. You were stationed at Whidbey Island. I haven't been to Whidbey. I've heard great things about it, except for, wind's pretty treacherous there. All right, so let's see if we can sound this one out. So you want to say the word really fast. In this case, to give a hint here, it's a saying. And to start figuring out how you're going to solve this, I would say the first word and then everything in the second word except for the last letter. Say that together. The Jeep and her, say that together. Oh, Henry does it still here. What took you so long? Cheaper by the dozen. It's not really that windy. I guess I heard that from some people that it got windy at times, but I guess not super windy, according to somebody who's living there for a long time or stationed there. Actually, I think that was Craig Berry, a friend of ours from Colorado that was stationed there. I don't think he was the one that told us it was windy, though. I think I either read it somewhere or somebody else told me that when I was talking about. There was actually a position there at a telecommunications company. I thought about taking a job there years and years ago. All right, here we go. See if we can get this one. Thanks, everyone, for staying up late and playing the game here. And Henry does it. Has got it again. Updating the scores here. All right, we'll do two more games tonight, and then we will probably call it an evening. So, Aaron, if I do some music trivia, I'm going to have to go compile a bunch of trivia and like, I think I want to do it from like the 50s all the way up through current time and spread it out. Do it to me one more time. Do it to me. Yep, that's it. That's it. Was that Britney Spears song? Did we already had one of her songs earlier? No, that was Hit Me Baby one more time. That isn't her song. All right. One more card. The last card for the night in the game. And then if there's any topics that anyone wants to talk about, we can as well. Last game for tonight right here. This is music related too, and it's in your era. It came out when we were young men, Aaron. It was kind of a cult classic back then. Probably still is today. This is Spinal Tap. That is correct. All right, Jessica. Go to bed with your do that to me one more. Was it Captain and Tennille? Oh, you're right. I remember. I think I had that album. I think I did. I don't know why. I was like 9 years old with a Captain and Tennille album, I think. All right, I've got the points updated. And thanks for those that are able to join. Definitely thanks for all your support, Aaron. We appreciate you joining these. And we'll definitely show you some love on your channel when we're doing this as well, so we can get people to go to your channel as well from these lives. Appreciate everybody joining. We'll see you next time. I'm not sure when the next one will be. Possibly Wednesday morning, maybe Tuesday morning. Definitely not tomorrow. But we will see you on the next live. Check out those videos. Make sure you hit like, And also hit the notification bell as well so that you can get notified anytime that we have new content. We appreciate it. And if you have any channels you want us to check out, you can email us or just comment on some of our channels about your channel or another channel that you think we might find interesting. So again, thank you very much and have a great evening.